Devin Wilkerson.
We're going to go ahead and start rolling.
Well, I'm Dwight Alex Douglas. Yes, can I help you?
Dwight Alex Douglas.
Yes.
All right. There's a question that I have to ask you because...
But you must speak up.
I have a question
Oh, yeah.
for you as a comedian.
Yeah.
What is your funniest joke?
My funniest joke. Well, my funniest joke is really not a joke, it's a situation. My neck swells up every time I tell a joke, so I done reverted to just striking conversation. Just friendly conversation, that's it.
All right.
That's it.
We're game for that.
Well, okay.
All right. What's your funniest situation?
My funniest situation? Well, I'm standing here with you asking about questions about jokes. I think that's about it. I'm dying inside. Look at me. I'm literally just falling over, as you might say.
Well, what is the one joke you have tried to tell, or one situation you've tried to express, if that works out best for you, that has never worked for audiences, but has always worked for you?
That would be using the restroom.
Okay.
Because when you're in the restroom, you never really, see who's in there, but you always know who they are, because if they move while you use the restroom, you're going to notice them. You notice those quick things. And you realize that if they're going to be close up to you, you need to, have an ID on you. Because all these airborne STDs and stuff floating around in these restrooms, you need to know all this. Because you don't want nobody letting out gas next to the stall beside you, and they got anthrax and they get, that's quite disturbing if you ask me. So my best guess is if you're coming to use the restroom anywhere near me in the public, you need to bring a bottle of Febreze and a bottle of some of that Pledge and clean the area. That's what they need to do.
All right. We were told that he specializes in clean comedy, and now we see why.
Well, yeah.
The thing that's always bothered me is why is it that whenever you see 3 urinals side by side, one of them is always for hobbits?
Well, I think it's because the water inside the urinals can be quite, infectious if you touch it. So, I guess their beat on it is to just, hey, if you got one for the short people, one for the tall people, then the tall people won't get mixed up on the short urinals, and the short people ain't got no choice but to use them.
They can, pee up. That ain't good. Dangerous to a uniform. You want something?
Pee up. We do know about the Frenchman who stopped drinking water.
He stopped drinking water.
Yeah, so his name is now Pierre.
Pierre.
Hey.
And I've got another one for you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Did you hear about the urologist?
The who?
The urologist.
The neurologist?
Urologist. You know what a urologist is?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
You're right about that.
Hey!
You heard about the urologist who was well respected by his peers?
Well, no.
That's the joke, folks.
Oh.
From here, why don't we work to proctology? How do you feel about proctologists?
I'm allergic to proctologists. If I ever meet one, I'm probably going to slap him. I am.
Well,
because if you make a living touching behinds all day and you come to me, the only thing you would expect them to do is to check your buns, and I think that's quite degrading.
Yeah. My problem is, how do you become a proctologist? This is something you have to go to school for 12 years to do.
Yes, because you have to know the differentials between the upper bottoms and the wide booties and the flat booties and all the booties. You got to know them, ins and outs, holes and cracks, everything, hairs and pimples. You got to know it all. Anything that has to do with the anus, you need to be, specialists on it, on the whole topic, the whole subject.
Uranus. We've moved into the field of astronomy now.
Well, yes. Yes, because in astronomy, folks usually say that the booty, grabs the attention of men, so their minds orbit the circumference of their ass, if you know what I'm saying. That happens. It's natural. It's natural. It's just in the blood of the men.
I told you about the proctologist who kept getting behind in his work, didn't
I? Oh, that's nasty. My God. I guess that's what happens if you got a lot of business.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
But I guess the busier you are, the better you are, I guess.
That's always the case. Good talking to you.
Yes.
Best of luck in your career.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, too.
Yeah.
And whichever other holidays you've got convenient.
Groundhog Day.
That's a good one.
If he pops out this year, I'm going to fry him. I'm telling you. You ever had groundhog meat? That's good. That's the alternative to tofu. What's it called? Tofu? Tofu?
Yes, alternative.
I would consider just about anything an alternative.
Yes, groundhog. Ground chuck is what they call it? Ground chuck.
That depends on the name of the groundhog. I think we're out of film.
Hey.
Enjoy talking to you.
All right, man. Well,